Mhm.
So no leashes, no basic obedience. I would walk them 5 kilometers to the nearest park and run them. And
Yeah.
on the way, Joe, every area has their own street dogs, and they're
Yeah.
all unfixed,
Yeah.
unneutered. And they'd be coming at the dogs that I'd be walking with, and I'd have a little
Major distractions. Major distractions.
major distractions. And
Yeah.
I don't know how I kept it together.
Well, we
But
got
something about me not having the fear. That's one thing I've never had with dogs is a fear.
Welcome to NWA Cane Corsos Podcast, where we talk all things dogs.
I'm the true champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm gonna show them all their own because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me.
Welcome back to the NWA Cane Corso Show. We talk everything dogs. Today we got our brother Dylan from Toronto. What's going on?
Good evening, Joe. I'm delighted to be on the show. I'm so glad that you've invited me on. Big follower, big supporter, and I'm just honored and privileged to be invited. It's a treat for me.
Man, excellent. Dog Days with Dylan. Man,
Yes, sir.
yeah, tell us a little bit about what you got going on today.
I'd like to start with I'm a dog man. And from all the interviews that I've heard and all the people and guests that you've interviewed, the bottom line, what brings us together is we're all dog people at heart.
Yes, right.
We have a love, a passion, an understanding, and a connection with dogs. I've had that, Joe. If I really think about it, since young, since when I was an infant, when I was in kindergarten, and my friend his mom used to bring his dog to school. Like we'd give off school, and then the mother would be with the dog. I'd get excited
Mm-hmm.
just for school to be over and for me to meet the dog. So I've always had this attraction towards dogs as early as I can think of,
Right.
and always gravitated towards animals. I found some kind of peace within hanging with dogs or looking forward to them, and that just took off. So age 10, I'm originally from India,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to have a dog.
Right. Yeah.
So guess what? All the street dogs became my dogs.
Yeah.
I used to hang with the dogs on the street hours on end,
Mhm.
take care of them, bathe them. And just to think of where I am now as a dog walker, when I was young, I was doing the unthinkable. Like we've seen Cesar Millan walking tons of dogs.
Yeah.
I was 10 years old, Joe,
Mm-hmm.
and and I'm a fitness enthusiast. So I've always had this idea of having the dogs run, having enrichment, being active and exercising. And the dogs in the neighborhood wouldn't get the opportunity to get out. They'd be in that little circumference, and that would be their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Some reason, this 10-year-old boy thought, yo, let's take them to the park.
Mm-hmm.
So, no leashes, no basic obedience. I would walk them 5 kilometers to, to the nearest park and run them. And
Yeah.
on the way, Joe, every area has their own street dogs, and they're
Yeah.
all unfixed, unneutered. And they'd be coming at the dogs that I'd be walking with, and I'd have a little
Major distractions. Major distractions.
major distractions. And
Yeah.
I don't know how I kept it together.
Well, we
But
got
something about me not having the fear. That's one thing I've never had with dogs is a fear. So I think of myself, if I was fearful and scared, it would never have worked. Even today, when I approach a dog, my unbiasedness or my non-judgmental approach to the dog serves me well.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. And we got to get into that because it has to be some kind of I don't know. We'll work our way through it to see
We will, yes.
this spiritualness or whatever it is that makes you connect like that. But I wanna okay, you're a dog walker. That should name your company.
So
Uh
dog days with Dylan, I
yeah.
started off with dog walking, and then I
Uh-huh.
wanted something more.
Okay.
Because when you walk a dog, you don't really have the time to actually build a bond and a connection. And as you know, and all the guests have talked,
Mm-hmm.
the more time you spend with the dog, the more you connect with them, the better it serves you.
Mm-hmm.
So I also offer daycare and then dog boarding,
Okay.
which then overall just enhances my walks with the dogs because they trust me, they have confidence in me, I have confidence in them, and then we get to explore and do things I wouldn't do with a dog that I haven't put the time in with.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe, at the end of the day, what does it all come down to? Putting the work in, putting the time in.
Mm-hmm.
We're just seeing clips these days. Everyone thinks, man, 2 minutes and I'm going to be a superstar. I can do this with the dog. The dog will do shih tzu. The dog will do bite work.
Right.
The dog will have recall.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
It takes time. It takes patience. It takes sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
And me being so passionate about dogs and always wanting the best for it. Firstly, I don't consider myself a dog walker.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the easy route. I've
Uh-huh.
got 10 dogs on leash. I walk them around the neighborhood and pack them up and send them home. Is that fulfillment? Is that enrichment? Not to me. I'm a dog runner. I like
Mhm.
to work the dogs out. I like to get them to be exhausted. I want them to use their senses, their nose, their smell, their ears, their sight,
Mm-hmm.
everything that they were born with, all the instincts that they have. I want to bring that out in a safe way.
Right. Right. Right.
I'm not there to create chaos. It's synchronized chaos. So
But
yeah, so in terms of the dog walking, yeah, so let me just rewind back. So
yeah.
dog walking, daycare, boarding, putting in time, effort, building relationships with the dogs, and then giving them a better experience when I do the walks with them on a daily. Remember, the people's dogs that I'm walking, many of my clients, they're new parents, and they say to me, Dylan, this dog has seen and been to more places than my child. And now I don't have the time. I have a full time job. I've got kids, and the dog is languishing. And
Right.
here I come, ready. What can I do? Where can I take him? And how can we enjoy ourselves?
Right.
And so, yeah, I just become an extension.
Right. Right. Let me ask you this though. Day one, you have a busy family you were just speaking on. They don't want the dog to sit there in the crate all day. They're passing to you. But day one, what does that dog go through on the first day being synchronized or introduced to what will be your pet?
That's a great question. It's harrowing,
Mm-hmm.
but then again comes in my confidence. Listen, I know this. I've been doing this since a young lad.
Mm-hmm.
So if I let too many things get into my head and cloud my judgment and create doubt, self-doubt, that's never good.
Right.
I go in there with an open, and again, through experience, trial and error. I've had
Yeah.
dogs run on me. I panicked for my life. Like all the worst case scenarios,
Yeah.
I've been through that.
Right.
I can't come in here and lie to you and tell you that everything is honky dory,
Right.
everything's up and up, everything's been blissful, and oh man, I'm running a tight ship.
Yeah.
I've learned and made the adjustments through the errors of my ways,
Uh-huh.
right? So the first day, and you know what? The first day, it all starts before the first day. So I have the clients come over with the dog. We meet at the park.
Mm-hmm.
We take a walk together.
Mm-hmm.
I try to connect with the dog from the get-go,
Mm-hmm.
build a bond, and then gradually I'll explain. But most of the dogs, again, Joe, coming back to the clients the guests that you've had on the show and the breeders that you have, a lot of these breeds are working guardian dogs.
Yes.
They are security. They're bodyguards. right? The dogs that I come across most of the time are poodles and doodles and Labradors and dogs that are a bit socialized and around people and are there to play and make friends.
Right.
So
Right.
it is easier. I'm not going in there and bringing a Doberman that's done bite work
Right.
and
Right.
Tutsun.
Right. Yeah. See,
I'm
you took a question from me that was coming. So you better than me than I am. You need to be all sitting over here. You took my question from me because
hit
I
me,
was
hit
going
me,
to
hit
ask.
me.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you how important was it, because I've been asking this new question to trainers.
Yes.
How important is it to understand the breed that you're dealing with? And you just kind of explained that, like, dominant breeds, they different, than kind of the breeds that are poodles and different smaller companion dogs, right?
Knowledge is power.
Right.
And that's where 30 years of loving dogs and as a young lad reading all those books on the breeds, from the Bouviers to the
Mm-hmm.
Briards
Mm-hmm.
to the Dobermans to the Rottweilers to the Boxers to the Pit Bulls,
Mm-hmm.
and just soaking up all that knowledge. And then as I grew older, to be next to a Doberman, to own two Dobermans, to
Mm-hmm.
have a German Shepherd, that experience is invaluable. You can't read about that. You have to be about that. You have to live that. So yes, the experience that I've had with the dogs, I'm a little wiser now.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I always have to respect the power of certain breeds. The Borbal, I mean, have you seen the density of the bones of that dog?
Yeah. It's a thick,
If shit goes sideways,
thicker than a snicker,
oh, Lord have mercy if
Yeah.
he decides to turn
Yeah.
it up. But yeah, everything, and that's why I tune into your show, because I constantly want to learn and soak up more knowledge from the pros,
Mm-hmm.
from
Mhm.
Has to Hands to Oscar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
More humble,
Yeah.
says it like it
Very
is.
humble. Yeah. Straightforward and humble. Yeah. We've had a lot of it. Man, this podcast thing has been a journey for me. And man, I can't believe who we done had on the show and who has just been wanting to just come give. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, good people, we always, and dog people, we want to share.
They do. Yeah, they do.
We want to share. There's nothing in, what do they say? Rising tides lift all boats.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
If you're coming up and I'm following you, I'm getting those little gems that you're dropping and sharing. And
right.
guess what? I'm coming up with you.
Right.
It's a win-win. There's enough for everybody. I've had to grow and realize that's that mentality,
Mm-hmm.
that's good for nobody.
Right. And then as people listen in from all walks of lives, pet owners, dog lovers, serious dog men, police canine, all the way up, everybody's listening now, and you can take something from almost everybody. And at the end of the day, it's good for the dogs. It's good for people to understand things before they get themselves into something that they'll regret, or have a better understanding when they get a dog and types of dogs. So yeah, it's crazy. I appreciate you watching. I've been surprised by a lot of guests. Say, man, I already watch you. I was like, really?
Joe, because Joe, you're asking the important questions.
Mhm.
You're giving us access to people's we would in normal life have to pay thousands of dollars to pick their brain.
Yeah.
You're asking informative questions, and we walk away being a little better.
Uh-huh.
And I'm tuning in to get tips that I can work with every day.
Yeah.
I don't want the fancy stuff and the big terminology and all that. No. Give
Right.
me the practical stuff. But I just want to rewind to the
Yeah.
question that you asked, because
Yeah,
I can be all over the place. I
Yeah, me
apologize.
too. No, sorry.
Dog breeds, knowing your breeds is so important. And that's one of the number one issues that I see with the dogs that I walk.
Mhm.
Active dogs with inactive people.
Mm-hmm.
Or breeds such as Beagles and Huskies that like to roam and run. and takes an exceptional amount of work in regards to having good recall. So those are challenging breeds for me to walk. And if you came and asked me to walk one of those dogs, I'd have to give it some thought. I
Right.
couldn't just go right off the bat and say, because my style is I like to off leash the dogs. I
Mhm.
like to run the dog. And I know when you spoke to Brandon Edwards, the pack leader,
Yeah,
and
Brandon. Yeah.
we were talking about dog etiquette, and having dogs run up to people, or we're on the side of the street. And sometimes, Joe, I've got 5 dogs on me, right? I've got 5 dogs with me and I'm on the sidewalk. And yes, I sure do see somebody coming, a single person. And I have to make this call. Do I give him the right of way and walk onto the street where there's an incoming car, an oncoming car, and all my dogs are not like gel, they're spread out?
That's true. Yeah.
Or do I step to the side, or do I walk and we both pass through? So these are decisions. In a perfect world, we have the best etiquette. I'm always going to be a gentleman, but
Mhm.
real world dictates the decisions that we make.
Good. Yeah. Good point. Because that's a interesting subject right there. Toronto, I've never been, but I can imagine it being very busy.
Busy.
I know y'all got a lot of greenery, park scenes, and different things. So tell me, what are the obstacles you face walking every day?
Very good question. And that's one of the toughest things that I have to navigate
Mhm.
with what I do. It's people, places, and space that we're all sharing together. And
Mhm.
again, coming back to the guests that you have, most of your guests are breeders and trainers that have the luxury of space and their facilities, or they live a little outside the city.
Mhm.
So they've got that yardage,
Yeah.
where they don't have to be in direct contact with people. They do their classes, that's their client. Me, I'm in the city, I'm in the heart of the city. I'm literally about 15 minutes away from Toronto. I've got a lovely park close by. But guess what? Once school is in and there are schools around, there's the weekends. For example, today, I've got to navigate where the crowds are. And my knowledge of the park that I go to, all the woods, the back trails, I
Oh,
have to use them to
God.
avoid people. But do people get upset?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're just having a bad day. They're not looking at the bright side. They're not out there saying, God, thank God, today is a great day. I'm living my best life. I
Yeah.
have life. They're
Right.
pissed off.
Mhm.
Why is he with his dogs? Or why is the milk spilled?
Yeah.
For whatever reason. People, I am the most optimistic, happy person. I'm living my best life, Joe. I
You are.
literally am.
Yeah.
The dogs are giving me so much pleasure.
Mhm.
They're my therapy,
Mhm.
their companionship, their love, their loyalty. It's hard to duplicate or replicate that in a human. At some point in time through my life, I've been let down by people, and I've let people down.
Right. Right.
And
Dogs
I've
are
come
consistent. Dogs are very consistent for the most part.
consistent,
Mhm.
loyal,
Mhm.
and don't want much, but they give a lot.
Mhm.
They give a lot. And if it takes me back to when I got my first Doberman and I
Mhm.
was in the park, there's this gentleman, he came up to me and he's like, son. I was like, yes, sir. Like, don't mind me asking, but just so you know, I'm in the restaurant business. And and I make a lot of money and I'm not bragging. But how much did you pay for your dog? And I said to him something like 2,500. And he said to me, I only asked because I want you to know that's the best investment you'll ever make in your life. And
Mm.
his words still ring true. It could have been 5,000 that I paid. It's still the best return on my money.
Mhm.
Better than any money I'd spend on a car, on a house, friends, meals. That dog gives me so much more.
Right.
Right? So it's priceless. That friendship, that bond, the time that we put in. It's a living, breathing creature. It's not innate.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
exists.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes. So
Especially when that relationship is really, really good and you get really close. Man, sometimes, man, my wife, I was like, what's up with that dog? Oh, she just wants this and that, blah, 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 blah. Like, how you know that? You know what I mean? What that bark mean? She knows what every bark means. I'm like, golly, you know what I mean? She just
You
wants.
spend enough time
Mm-hmm.
with a human or an animal, and you're going to pick up
Mm-hmm.
on all the nuances, all the subtleties. They look at you a certain way. They're like, "Oh fuck,
Mm-hmm.
he wants to go out again."
Right. Right.
Your fourth time? Are you crazy? But the
Yeah.
great thing, Joe, the great thing is, let me come back to the breeds are very important. Okay, now let me just get back to the navigating people, places,
Okay.
and then being in the city.
Right.
That is hard, Joe. Being a dog walker,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this for the love of the dogs. Like you, and like you said, man, we're doing it for the love of the dogs. The dogs are the important ones here.
Mm-hmm.
What I do. My
Right.
service is to bring about a little bit of happiness and enrichment for the dogs. They
Yeah.
may be in the crate all day, or their handlers, Joe, don't have the confidence I have. So all they get is a leash walk.
That's true. Yeah.
And you know that if the dogs are not working or doing what they were bred to do, it's frustrating for them.
Mm-hmm.
Then you label them not a good dog.
Right. Right.
But they don't have enough enrichment. They don't have enough going on in their lives. They get a bone, they get a lot to eat, but do they get to go outside and explore? Do they get the opportunity to run, to be free, to be in full motion?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they don't because the owners are in their own echo chamber. So they are not comfortable with their dogs, or they don't know how to handle it, or they don't have people skills, so they can't navigate people being upset or taking a chance, whatever it may be. So they'll hire somebody that's just like them. So they'll
Right.
hire a dog walker that will come pick them up, walk them around the block. I've seen dog walkers, for example, they'll walk the dog and they're completely disconnected from the dog they're walking. They
Mm-hmm.
have their earphones on. I don't know if they're listening to music, what it may be, scrolling on their phone. So even if I were to walk a dog on leash, which I've done, I made a note to myself: stop, give the dog a pet, play with him, call his name, make him sit, run, jog, give him some activity. Don't walk the dog and completely be disconnected. There's no communication. Sometimes the dogs don't know we've got to communicate. Sit, come, stay, plats, poos.
Right. Right. So they getting all that too when they with you all day. Yeah. They getting
I try to do as much without overstepping in
right.
terms of, because I don't have the qualifications to be a trainer. And if I were to do the training, it takes time and that costs a lot more money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not getting paid that.
Right. Right.
And then I go start training the dog and he starts doing some monkey business and they'll be like, yo,
Yeah.
Dylan, man, we just asked you to walk the dog.
Right.
So there's that balance. But I have all these tools because I've owned a couple Dobermans. I was always into protection from a young age. That was what I wanted my personal dogs to be, guard dogs, so I could leave the door open, that my parents, my family are protected, that they're a deterrent. But the closer, the older I got, the liability that I saw with that.
It is a
If
liability.
something goes south,
Yeah.
you know,
Like you said, it is a liability. I mean, I know we have a lot of protection dog talk on this channel and everything like that, but it's a serious liability. You know what I mean? Yeah.
and even after there's a reason and a cause that the dog did what it did. You're still
You're still in trouble.
in trouble. You're
Yeah.
still in trouble.
You might defend yourself
Self.
against another human being, and you still might be in trouble. You know,
And the dog steps up for you and does the right thing. Your best friend got your back. And guess what?
these laws are too funny to
They're
be
funny.
It's best to do.
And Joe, people always fall back. I'm following the law. And guess what? You can't say anything about it.
Yeah. It's
As
best to
funky as some of those laws are, that you can't do anything about it. And that's what most of the people hide behind. Not practicality,
right.
not being a human, not connecting, not having a conversation. Some people are awkward. One of your guests said dog handlers are a little awkward.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm a social. I can I
Yeah.
can get myself out, and I love to connect. I love to create relation in my neighborhood. I make it there's a reason and a purpose that I curate relationships with all the people that don't have dogs,
Mm-hmm.
so that they know me, that they see me, they understand me, and they give me a bit of a pass.
Right, right.
Whereas if I never said good morning to them or waved to them, I'm just somebody with 5 dogs that's intimidating them.
Yeah, that's true. It's important for your community to know who you are in dog, especially you have a business, and I have a business as well. I have a couple business, but your community knowing who you are is gold in the dog business. It's that's a golden nugget for you. You know, they got to know. It's good if you at the farmers market on a Saturday. Take your dogs with you. You know what I mean? And for the
And
community to know. Yeah.
touching and saying hello and good morning and waving to people is a lost art.
Yeah. Yeah.
and
It is.
and then coming along with your dog, so you open the communication lines, and now
Uh-huh.
you have your dog, and you
Right.
introduce your dog to the person, and that builds, and now the people are happy.
Yeah.
This guy, he says hi to me, it makes their day. Not everybody is receptive to that, but I'd say 90% of people, if you have a smile on your face and you have a
Yeah.
good attitude and you're authentic and you don't have any weird you're not strategizing in your brain, it's all
Right.
for the love and who you are. It goes
Exactly.
a long way.
Exactly.
It goes
Exactly.
it definitely goes a long way. So
Some people.
I'm always navigating that, Joe. It's very important for me, for the dogs that I have, and to give them the best time that I want for them, which is for them to go out, to run, to meet friends, to socialize, to play, to get that hour and a half. I don't even like to look at my clock sometimes. I just get lost in the day while I'm with nature, amongst the trees, in a little oasis, the tall grass, and the
Mm-hmm.
dogs are running around, having a
Mm-hmm.
blast. And I'm just sitting there and I'm facilitating, just making sure nothing goes wrong, that they're behaving themselves. And that's it. And I wrap it up, come home, they're happy, they go to sleep. Uh, the parents come home from work 5, 6 o'clock. They need to feed the dog, they walk it around the block. But most of the heavy lifting I've done. And I like that responsibility.
Right. Right.
I'm
Yeah.
an advocate for the dogs.
Right.
I'm their best friend. They're my best friend.
So I'm gonna ask you this question because you always got a negative Nancy or somebody that's gonna say, well, well, if someone has to do all that with their dog, they don't need a dog. What's your answer to that?
Had me without work. Don't do that to me, Joe.
Yeah.
There's always a need. When I had my dogs, my Dobermans, I never had a dog walker or somebody I could drop my dog off and for boarding. Guess what? I never took a vacation in the 10 years that I had. I had a dog, my first Doberman, Cal. He died at age 4. And again, we can go into the pure breeds and the genetics and how they don't have good health. So my first Doberman died at
Oh,
age
you want to do
four.
that? You sure you
We'll
want?
get to that.
Okay.
And then somebody will drop. You've got to have the genotype and this
Uh-oh.
type and all that stuff. But hey,
Let me write that down that you want
hold
to do
on to your thought. Hold on to that. Hey, but my first dog, Kyle, died at age 4. Then I took a year because I find in North America, we don't take the time to mourn. We just replace. I said I would be doing my best
that.
friend justice. If my best friend died, it's like you get married and your wife dies and you just go and marry again 3 months later.
Oh
You
man,
find
don't hurt
another
him.
woman. I've got principles, Joe. I've got principles, okay? I live my life a certain way with
Mhm,
morals, etiquette, loyalty,
mhm,
and love. And when I love you with all my heart. So
mhm.
when my dog died, I said, I can't do him like that. In his memory and in his honor, I have to wait at least a year.
Yeah,
So I waited a year and then I got my second Doberman, Chisel, and I was a better handler. And we all do.
yeah.
We always get that. But so and Chisel died at age 5. So 4, 5, and 1. So 10 years. I didn't take a vacation, Joe, because I was attached to the dogs. The dogs were attached to me. They had separation anxiety. I
Mhm.
never introduced them early to somebody else. that could take them if I needed for an emergency. You never know what may happen. And you want your dogs to go to that secondary home where they think they're going to a family friend, an extension, their uncle's house.
Mm-hmm.
All my dogs, I'm their uncle. I'm Uncle
Right.
Dylan.
Yeah, right, right.
And they're coming to have a good time, and they know Uncle Dylan's going to care for them, look after them, if not better than they are at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go back, and then they know they're going back to mom and dad. At the end of the day, they love to be at home. They love being with their mom and dad. But they know when they're with me, they're going to have a great time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's my philosophy. That's how I look at the work that I do. I'm just an extension of all the family, facilitating and doing for them what they can't no longer do because of time restrictions and
Gotcha.
kids and work. And now people are having to go back to work, and there's less remote. The people are working less remotely, right? They're being asked to go into work.
So
Yes.
So how long have you been in this business?
Good question, Joe. I've always been in this business, but
Okay.
if you talk to me monetarily and monetizing, I always had a tough time. So 20 years ago, to answer your question, 20 years ago, I had dog days with Dylan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I got burnt out because I
Right.
was doing it every day,
Yeah.
365 days of the year. And I was younger. I'm 47 now.
47.
So I was probably 25, 30 at that time.
Okay.
Think I wanted to go out. I wanted to meet. I'm a social guy.
Right.
I need friends. I need human friends, and I need my dog friends.
Right. That's right.
And it takes a toll.
Yeah, it does. Do you have pets of your own?
Not currently, because I have so many dogs that I'm either No, but I would love to have mine, Joe.
Yeah. Right.
But
right.
I know that the amount of work that I put into my dog, I'm not just going to have. Firstly, to get back to that, I have a passion and a love for the Doberman. I always have.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm thinking I really also now love the Doodles.
Oh, you
I've
do?
just fallen in love with them.
Oh, okay.
For this city, for navigating them with people, and just for business purposes. I have a Doberman, it may intimidate my clients when they come and drop the dogs off. So I have to take many things into account. So that's what I'm saying. If I were to get a Doberman, I'd have to do double the work to make sure he's well socialized, he's not intimidating, and yet I want him to be a Doberman where he is a deterrent to do what he was bred to do.
Right.
So just to get my brain around all of that and to know the amount of work that I'm going to have to put to get this dog to do all those things, it's a challenge.
Right. Yeah, it is. It is.
So for
Go ahead. Did you want? Okay. So for distractions, what do you do? Let me ask you this: if something came out startled, somebody came out the woods running, one dog fire up, do usually the other dogs get up in the roar or something? Like if some major distraction, how do you handle those type situations?
That's hairy. That's hairy. I never want that to happen. That has happened a couple times. And guess the dog's taken off after a person. And then 4 or 5 other dogs have gone chasing that. And that's where the conflict comes, Joe.
Right.
This is that balance. Listen, I don't want to make anybody have a bad day. We're all out there to have a great day, to be out in nature. So what do I have? Things that I never used to use before. Things like treats, squeaky toys. And again, building that rapport with the dog. And that's why the more time I have with the dog, the other thing, Joe, I don't like to call my dog all the time, even when I own the dog. Unnecessarily calling my dog, I know you call your dog, he's supposed to come. 100 times you call him, 100 times he's supposed to come. That's what dog training is, right? But I find it's like wolf. Some point in time, if you overuse it or you don't use it correctly, the dog may be disengaged. I think so. This is my personal opinion. I may be wrong. A lot of the dog trainers are going to go for me. But I feel I want to call my dog when I really want him to come, and that he knows that now when I'm calling him, he has to come. So I try to give the dogs a lot of leash, but when I call them, I want them to come. And so when I do call them, they're like, "Holy shit, where is he? I may have lost him. Let me go get Dylan." But if I'm always on his ass, he's like, "This guy's right here, man. Like, let me do my thing."
Yeah. You're
So
right.
I used to think to myself, I want to call my dog about 5-6 times today and refrain from my instinct or my intuition to keep calling him. Hold back, Dylan. Survey the situation. That's the other thing. I don't just like to react when people jump out of the bush. Obviously, now what am I going to do? The first thing is to run the other way so the dogs follow me. But I like to give it a minute and assess the situation, see the dog's demeanor. That's why I'm always looking at their demeanor. What are they doing? Are they engaged? 9 out of 10 times is the dogs are engaged, playing with themselves. And that's why I'm active with them and not inactive. Because if they're inactive and they're bored, then guess what? That guy that just jumped out of the bushes, he's prey. Yo, Dylan, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm always trying to keep up with them. I'm running with them. I'm throwing the ball for them. Then I'll turn around, I'll go through the woods. I keep them guessing. So even without calling them, guess what?
You're working. You taking all my questions away. God,
I
dang
didn't.
it, man.
So I didn't mean to.
No.
But we talking dogs.
Yeah, I know, right? So
This
yeah,
just flows. This is natural, innate. It's just going to come out.
right. Because that's what I was going to get to. I was going to ask you as you was talking, like you're sitting around with your dog, y'all all chilling, and you might let me tip off, see if they paying attention, and you just kind of explaining like you keep them, they stay where you are, looking where you're doing and stuff too. They pay attention to us very hard, don't they?
So what is the natural instinct of a puppy?
To see what
When
I'm
when
yeah. Yeah. To see my big playmate.
I find, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you've got vastly more knowledge than me. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if I need to make an adjustment to this thought of mine, because I see a lot of people with their puppies and they have them on leash, and they say I've got to work on his recall and I've got to work on his obedience, which I agree with all of those things. And then I'll start letting him off leash. With my dogs personally, I never put them on a leash. I put them on a leash later because they were just naturally following me.
Well, yeah, that's my point too. Because like I'm bad about leashes, but I've been getting better. All my dogs are leash trained, but where I got a decent sized property, so like I gotta be thinking like, man, you need to be leash breaking this puppy. But because they always don't never have leashes on, because I can bring them in my front yard, right?
Yes.
And I can, as they're young, I can give them boundaries. Like they don't want to go in the street. I can
yes.
And they don't even run in the street.
Small corrections.
You teach them their boundaries, and that's as baby pup. That there is a correction, and they look, and it's like they know, don't you're going too far.
Yeah,
and things like that.
Exactly. So for myself, and of course, I'm not saying we're not doing away with anything.
Right.
Like Has says as a trainer, I love the analogy he used of a firefighter and a fire break. So you don't say I'm just going to use the hammer.
Right.
You take all your tools with you. So that may be the e-collar, choke chains. I try not to get into the personal business of what the owners do. I've seen it all. I've seen dog fights when I was young.
Yeah.
Being in India, the dogs from each neighborhood, they used to fight each other. I've seen a dog get ripped apart.
Oh, yeah.
And then he'll go away in his little cave for a week, 2 weeks, lick his wound, and come out when I thought he was surely going to die. So I've seen how resilient dogs are. Now, I'm not saying that that's what I want the dogs to go through.
Yeah, please say that.
But
they're talking about
having experienced and seen all these things, I can take everything for what it is without panicking.
Right.
So of course I need a leash, but I'd rather have that dog following me from the get-go when it's a pup and put that leash and walk him around the block. But at home, he's naturally following me.
I got a question for you now.
Hit
You
me,
mentioned-
Joe. It better be a good one, eh?
It will. You mentioned dog fights, and I'm sure you've probably had a dog or two fight before. Does the relationship ever mend? Do you have to monitor that situation closely when there's been a really bad fight? Do you ever run across dogs? I just don't like you. You know what I mean?
Sure, Joe. It's like people.
Yeah, they
I
are.
just don't like this dude.
Yeah.
He rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Or he thinks he's got something on me. I got something on him. Yes,
Mhm.
and then for those in those cases, I have to stay away. So if I see a dog in the off-leash area that one of my dogs doesn't get along with, and they're there before me, I won't go in there. I'll just avoid that dog and go somewhere else. There are dogs. I don't know why. Maybe you'll be able to cue me. There's some dogs that just don't like each other.
They don't like each other. But I've had situations where, more so when the females go in heat. Yeah, it's like the yard.
So no-go zone. Yes.
Yeah,
It's that male testosterone.
Yeah, we watch the rotation we put out when dogs in heat. That's male and female, and my wife is very hands-on to dogs. My son,
Yes.
so they only let them out in pairs anyway, and things like that. But yeah, when heat cycles come, and men and women, you know how men are to breed, and animals and human nature that drive to reproduce. I'm a kill it,
yes.
to get it, you know what I'm saying? So it just changes the psyche of animals. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Though however, what I'd also like to say is another thing that that I take pride in is that I feel that there isn't anything that I can't do with the dog that I can't change. The thing is, it takes work.
Yes.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Can two dogs get along? They may not be best friends, but they may be able to coexist.
They can.
But to get to that point takes a lot of effort and work. And you really have to be motivated to do that. Now, if that's the goal, it can be done. There's no way that it can't be done.
Right.
I mean, in the most extreme cases, I'm guessing yes.
Yeah.
But the things that I've done with dogs, and I don't have all the tools that all these world-renowned trainers have, with my basic instinctiveness, the experience and then I also go back to a lot of people have all the book knowledge and the terminologies and the phrases.
Yeah.
How many dogs have you had go through your hands? That's the true test. That's the only way you can learn, is being on the job.
Hands on, baby.
Hands on. You can't replicate or duplicate that. And so I'm so fortunate being born in India and being around stray dogs and getting my experience and my tutelage from those dogs. Those dogs taught me. I didn't teach them anything.
Right.
They brought me into their world. And they showed me, and I just was able to soak up all the knowledge. Thank God I'm not a fearful person. I don't know. It's that gene's kind of missing. Fear. I don't know. So one day I've been bitten. Sure, we've all been bitten.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm back at it. I'm back at it. It didn't deter me. It didn't scare me. And guess what? When I got bitten, I said to myself, I'm at fault.
Yeah.
I didn't blame the dog.
Right.
What did I do wrong? I looked within myself to change my behavior, to do what I did wrong. Dog's gonna be a dog. We've got to. We're trying to tame the dogs. The dogs are not trying to tame us.
Right.
So every bite, every error, every dog that ran away on me, every dog that poses a challenge with recall is a lesson for me. It's something, how do I get to do this better? And that's why I tune into your show. That's why I'm tuning into the trainers on YouTube to see what they do to add to my repertoire.
Yes, sir.
I've got a natural instinct.
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what I had a friend of mine, Terry Cornish. I don't know if you remember him on the show, but he had a saying: "Eat the meat, spit out the bones." You know what I'm saying? Some people dwell in negativity on what a trainer may say, but a guy like me and you, he gave me a gem. Let me put that feather in the hat. He gave me a gem. Let me put this other feather in the hat instead of, just like picking to find out something, why I do something different than somebody else. This is wasting my time, really.
And Joe, that again is another mentality that I don't like to wallow in.
Right.
That, oh, why did this happen to me? And I am so the trauma. I got bitten. Oh, why did I put my hand while they were eating?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I always reflect on my behavior. The world is a beautiful place. The dogs are nothing but uplifting. They are adding to our calm, to our therapy. We just have to be able to fit in with them. How do we fit in without disturbing that peace?
So, do you think what you have, you say you're not a trainer, you say you're a handler, would you call it a gift?
100%. God-given gift.
Okay.
God-given gift. Because from young, like I say, I always have to go back to my past. Because if you don't know your past, you don't know where you're going. You don't know your future. I've been around the block and back. And my happy place, my safe place, my sanctuary is the dogs, the animals. And now as I've matured and become a man, a wholesome man, I give thanks to them for saving me, for giving me an opportunity to serve them well. People are paying me, Joe?
Yeah.
I take pride in that. If you're giving me money and I'm providing you a service, I want to go above and beyond. And I don't want to cheat the dogs.
Right.
The dogs are innocent in this. It makes no sense. I've heard, somebody just told me the other day that the dog walker would pick the dogs up, walk it around the block, take the dogs home, watch a soap opera, and then drop them home. And how did the owners find out? The dog had a tag. What's the goddamn dog doing in the house for so long?
Yeah. A lot of them sit in the crate all day, let them out to potty. That's about all you get. You know what I mean? So yeah,
and
they had a tag that showed their location. That's crazy.
Well, and I'm sure there's a little bit of hyperbole in that because I'm sure the dog walker must have known. But laziness. If you can't get I get up excited to wake up every morning. I wake up and I'm going to work. Every day is Monday for me. I work every day. There are no Saturdays. It's a daily job. But guess what? Best part of my day. I'm waking up, picking up my best friends. We're going to the park. I bring them home. I break bread with them. I have breakfast with them. Take them to the park as many times as they want. Depending again now, the dog walks, Joe, are usually an hour and a half. I pick the dogs up, take them to the park, run them, drop them home. I have more freedom with the dog that I have for the entire day or half the day. So they'll be dropped off to the house, or I'll pick them up, take them to the park, bring them back home where they get to chill. Then they're wrestling with each other. And I know a lot of the dog handlers that you have don't subscribe to this, where the dogs are playing with each other and wrestling.
Yeah. I love it when they banging, man. That works them out.
That works them out. They need that body, you know what wrestling is. The hardest sport in the world.
Yeah.
Olympic wrestling. So when they on top of the running, to come back and get a little more wrestling in, takes all that energy out.
It does.
That unused energy. And they need that. These are animals. They used to hunt for their prey.
Yeah.
They used to be out for hours. Now they get a sniff. 5, 10, 15 minutes of walking around the block. What is that, Joe?
Right.
And then it's a bad dog because it's at home destroying the place.
Right.
The dogs weren't created for that. And you got a beagle and you got a bloodhound and it gets 15 minutes on leash. It's a disservice. It's a disservice.
Yeah.
So
you can let a dog be a dog and he'll work out himself almost. You know what I mean? They'll chase each other. They'll spar, bang on each other. And Shoot, yeah, that's I love it. I love
Joe, I
it.
love that too. It's like ballet. I'll see
Mm-hmm.
them run through the woods, through the
Mm-hmm.
bushes, and
Oh
I
yeah,
just take a step back and I just
yeah,
take in everything. And I'm
right,
like, wow,
yeah,
this is God's country.
right,
This is what these dogs were created to do.
yeah,
And I mean, listen, I'm living in the city. We're away from what they used to do, a far ways from what they were created to do. They've been so domesticated, and
uh-huh.
so many instincts have been taken out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, we're amongst a lot of people. We don't want liabilities. I
Hey,
used to think to myself, when my Doberman bites somebody,
yeah,
I'm gonna. I may have. What if I have to put him down? I don't want. I'll take the bullet so that. Oh, I'll fight the dude so my dog doesn't have to do it. So my dog doesn't get put down.
right,
It
right,
got to that point that I'm protecting my dog
yeah,
from getting into an altercation, even if it's an intruder, because I love the dog so much. He's a family member. He's my bro. He's my boy. He's in my right hand.
right, right. And you know what? Another thing I like too, I like the relationship of the dog with the dogs, right? Like I know,
Yes.
yeah, I see. I know. I said, watch me put these two together. He just gonna go just try to piss her off, and they have these little, all of them have these different little relationships. Is
It's
but
cute, it's lovely, and then again, and that's the other part, that I'll see certain dogs that just get along. They
yeah,
have the energy and that kinetic energy. They come together and they
mhm,
hit it off, and they're just besties. So
uh-huh,
I try to put those dogs together so they
mhm,
have the best time together. They
mhm.
bring out the best in each other. They
They
love
do.
to chase each other. So I tell the owners, I'll say, yo, let me bring this dog because I have him, and they'll be like, let me
Uh,
bring him over because I know this dog is over. And every dog is unique. And the more mischievous they are, Joe, the more I love them.
exactly. If you watch them enough, it's that's a soap opera within itself. If you
It's a
watch,
whole storyline.
yeah, it
And
is.
and that is the beauty, Joe. It's like an orchestra. I'm the
Mhm.
conductor.
Yeah.
Like you said, you're conducting the podcast right now.
Mhm.
And you ask the questions and you sit back.
Mhm.
It's the same thing. I'm with the dogs. I'm the
Mhm.
referee. I'm the mediator. I let the show is for the dogs. It's about them.
It's
So I
about
wanted to take them out. It's not about me. I'm
yeah.
not the star here. The dogs are the stars. It's their time. I bring them together. They're having a blast. I just sit back and look. Uh, they're not going to chase nobody. They're not going to get on each
Mhm.
other. And I'll facilitate so that they bring out the best in each other,
Mhm.
that they run, that they play, that they wrestle, and bring them home.
You said this is a gift. So I want to ask you this question. What can you see in dogs? I want to see if you can explain this because this is a tough question. What can you see in dogs that owners can't see?
I don't know if I see anything in particular, Joe, but I want to say something.
Yeah.
Why I feel I have a gift, and a lot of people have gifts. Okay, I'm not saying I'm this superhuman person. Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just an ordinary Joe that from young has this gift, that when I approach a dog, I feel that they just sense an honest, kind human that's on their side, that's going to go to bat for them. That energy, just I don't know where it comes from, but it's coming. They get this energy from me, and I get their energy, and I put a lot into it, Joe. When I'm cuddling them or I'm giving them a pet, I'm actually loving them.
Yeah.
I'm not just for superficial, hey, hey, hey. I'm
Right.
giving energy. I'm in that moment. And that's my time where I'm like conscientiously trying to make the connection deeper.
Mm-hmm.
What do they see when I approach them? My energy. I'm not, I don't have any preconceptions about them. I'm not putting them in a box. I'm not labeling them. You haven't done anything to me. I don't know you. Let's get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
You have a clean slate with me. Whatever I've heard about you, there's a reason that you've done these things. For example, you're tearing up the house. It's maybe because you're not getting out enough. You're
Mm-hmm.
not finding something, an avenue
Release that
to
energy.
expel, to release that energy, to
Mhm.
have a little bit of a life. People, sometimes we get so wrapped up with the dogs, and I've personally done, where we see them as human through a human lens.
Mhm.
where all they need are hugs and kisses and food and walk around the block and take them to Starbucks. That's all well and good because they love to be with the owners. But guess what they love more?
Yeah.
Being outside,
Oh yeah.
running with their friends, playing,
Mm-hmm.
doing what they were made to do, bred to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So yeah, to come back to it, my gift is just that I'm unbiased.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not labeling them. My energy is pure.
Mm-hmm.
And they get that. And then there's no nervous energy around them either.
Right.
Nervousness gets the dogs all. I always tell people, stay calm, man. Don't be moving around too much and then trying to run and all this stuff. Just be straight. Just approach the dog normal.
Yeah.
If you don't do nothing, it's like with the cops, man. Don't be trying to be all flustered and movement. Just have a normal conversation and
Right.
keep it moving.
Right.
When you start doing extra stuff, sometimes the dogs are like confused.
Right.
And listen, I'm very animated, Joe, with the dogs. Okay, I'm very animated because I start loving them up and hugging them and kissing them up, and my friends are like, "God damn, Dylan, you let them lick you, man."
Yeah.
I don't go to those places. I don't think about it too much. But yes, they lick me, and I'll kiss them, and I'm all in the moment. So yes, I apologize. Oh no, I don't apologize because I love it. That's my bond with them. Yeah.
So
So
what do you do in the wintertime when like when you because you probably get brutal winters up there in Toronto. So does things move more inside and you give them different things, or you just have to look, we can't do nothing?
have you heard of David Goggins?
No, I hadn't heard of him.
He's a Navy SEAL. He's an
Okay.
African American. He was obese.
Okay.
And then he lost all this weight and he's become one of the elite people in the United States.
Mhm.
David Goggins, he's done these ultra marathons and he goes beyond himself to that next place. And he has a saying, take yourself to an uncomfortable place and make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
So I don't even think about it's so cold. And some days are brutal,
Mm-hmm.
freezing. Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm outside with my
Let's go.
best friends.
Yeah.
Hail, rain, snowstorms, tsunamis. I don't give a you know what. I'm not letting my friends down. I can't let them down. They want to go out. They wait for Dylan. They're looking out the window. And if I don't see them, I'm sad. So yes, and it's hard work, Joe.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
you got to love doing what you do, breeding and what
Yeah.
you do and training.
Uh-huh.
People are only seeing the reels. And it may look glamorous, but it's hard work. It's dirty work. It's getting in the mud.
Mhm.
And many of the owners say to me, Dylan, you know why the dogs love you? And I'm like, why? Because you're just one of them.
Yeah.
There's no distinction. I get in there with them.
Right.
I
Man,
get in there with them. I muck it up. I'm just so happy
Mhm.
to be able to, in these times, Joe, these economic times,
Mhm.
to have work,
Oh yeah, for sure.
to be valued.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Like my owners value me, the work that I
Mhm.
do, to
Yeah.
see the smiles on their face, for
Yeah.
them to genuinely tell me how much their dogs look forward to seeing me and how
Mhm.
much the dogs love me and how I care for the dogs.
Right.
That fills my cup every day.
Man,
That gets me up, Joe. I'm
Yeah.
ready. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah. For sure.
Listen, you want me, I want you more.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't I seen you today? Some of the dogs that I have these connections with, I'd love to see them every day. Joe, I was doing this for free. I'd do it for free. And if you can do something for free, then you know you're passionate. And because I've been doing this and loving dogs from a young age, I know it's never going to burn out. This fire will never go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I love. It's not something that's going to come today and go tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what fuels me, that I know that this passion is never going to end. It's only how am I going to get better? How can I offer myself in a more constructive way to help my clients, to be of help? And I'm glad to be of help. A lot of families, they've got the kids, they've got the workload, they want to take vacations, they've got to take the kids to sports. It's a lot of juggling, Joe. It's a lot of work. for
Yeah.
parents. You know, when you have kids,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
then you've got the dog,
Yeah.
and so I am a valued member to be able to come in, to have their trust, to take their baby.
Most definitely. Yeah. Most
And
definitely.
most of them say, Dylan, just take him wherever. So I'll take them to the barber shop. And I know everybody in the neighborhood, Joe. I've
Mhm.
curated relationships over the years, over decades. Most of the people in the neighborhood are my friends. They know me as the dog man.
Mhm.
And if I'm not with the dog, they're like scratching their head. What the hell? Dude, where the dog's at? And I'm like, can I get a minute without being seen with the dog?
Yeah.
Certain places I can't take them, but I love to include the dogs everywhere and take them everywhere and desensitize it. Again, because of the relationship and the people, I know all the barbers, I know the restaurateurs, I know the dog, the guys on the block, I know everybody.
Mhm.
I've rolled with the gorillas, I've swum with the gators.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes, sir.
go in everywhere
Mhm.
and I'm welcomed.
Right.
I'm
Right.
not here, I'm not there. My dad said, I'm not above anybody, I'm not below
Yeah.
anybody. We're people,
Yeah.
we're all together as one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
when I come in there and I have friendships, and I guess what I do? I start bringing the dogs along with me.
Mhm.
One dog at a time. And then they're like, Dylan, you got to stop now. You got 5. You're bringing 5 into the shop. I'm like, sorry, I know. I pushed the envelope. But I do these things because I want to help the dogs. They
Mhm.
don't have this exposure. And they don't have a handler that has the comfort to navigate people and these obstacles because the dogs are not sure. And what happens when they give a little bit of resistance?
Mhm.
Most of the owners don't have the handling capabilities or whatever it might be. I don't know. So they'll turn and go in the direction that the dog wants. Guess what? I've taken the dogs out and we're going to walk the neighborhood and we're going to walk the block. We're going to go to the busy parts where the buses are and the subway stops are. Guess what I'm doing? I'm coaxing them. I'm letting them know you have confidence in me just like I have in you, right? Let's go. Let's
Mhm.
do this.
Mhm.
One step at a time. Take them a
Right.
little further, a little further, a little further. Next, they're on the escalator. Next, they're on the bus. Next, they're on the sub. And I can't do it all the time, Joe, but when I have a few dogs, I like to do these things. And also to test myself, to continue to make myself comfortable in everyday settings.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I ask how you do things when a new dog comes in the pack or into your system.
Yes.
Do the dogs do a lot of the training for you in that pack dynamic?
Expand upon that question a little more.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll give you an example. So when I was using a border,
A border collie?
no, where you board, I was using
A boarding, yeah, a facility.
a facility, yeah. Well, it was a dog trainer I was using at the time. So when I go out of town, I didn't have as many dogs, so I bring my dog over there to him,
Yes.
and he would just have a house full of dogs, loose.
Yes.
And then I show up, and I'm about to give him the dog. He said, "Yeah, just let's let her go." I'm like, dude, let her go. In the house with all these dogs. He said, "Yeah, let her go." And I said, "You not worried about something happening? I got the biggest dog in here, man."
Yes.
He said, "Nah." He said, "They'll take care of her. They'll put her in her place." I mean, it's like 15 dogs in there now. So then first you leave, you do, a few hours later, man.
Is everything okay?
Right. He said, "Yeah, she's fine." She tried to get a little bit out of hand, but
Yes.
they put her in her place. And I just don't understand that concept of
Joe, especially if you know that your dog tongues it up, and you're like, "What?" Like, but a valid question. Again, with more experience, I like to do things that I don't have to be in that situation. But just say we're in that situation.
right.
I try to avoid now just taking a dog that I've never worked with and just bring him into the house. However, that has happened.
Yeah, but
What does Cesar Millan say? Who's the leader of the pack, Joe?
That's right.
Is it him or me?
That's right. Let me put one stipulation in there. He did train her. He did work with her. So
Even easier.
Uh-huh.
Even easier.
Yeah. Right.
Listen, that's why it helped. And this is how everything leads into boarding. You
Mm-hmm.
start with the dog walking.
Mm-hmm.
Now you walk that dog and he walks with a bunch of dogs and they get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then they may need me to keep the dog for half a day. So now he's in the house with the other dogs. So they've had a good run at the park. They're not as hyped anymore. They're tired. All their energy is depleted. They're quieter. They're more receptive to being cordial in the house. They're not amped up. So now they're half a day in the house with the dogs that they just ran. So there's not. I'm minimizing those initial contact where they just come in cold and full of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Cesar Millan. I mean, who hasn't grown up with Cesar Millan?
Yeah, Caesar. Yeah.
I mean, an
He-
icon.
Yeah, he was like doing the same thing, walking through the hood with them dogs, man.
Yo, I
Crazy.
see myself in him. By no way or means am I Cesar Millan, but I definitely share certain aspects where I see him and I did that. I don't know. I didn't. If I gave too much thought into the things that I was doing at the time without leashes, without anything, Joe,
Yeah.
I had no treats. Who carried treats in 1990 in India?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
They didn't have collars. I
right.
had to. This little fellow had to command these dogs with their balls, alpha males, alpha females. I'd command them 5 kilometers. I'd walk them like the Pied Piper through neighborhoods. How did I do that? So anytime I'm insecure, I just think to the little boy that I used to do it then.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
just got out and did it without over analyzing and overthinking it. But
Right.
again, it comes back to a little bit of that gift.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know who gave it to me, who touched me, but
Right.
I had that then and I continue to harness that. And now it's a different world. I'm in a different country. I'm in a different place, different rules of
Right.
operation, and I have to abide by that.
Yeah. Let me say
So
something. Let me
yes,
say
go
one
ahead.
thing, because this is you mentioned Caesar. Mr. Cesar Millan, I invite you on this show to do a talk with me and Dog Days with Dylan.
Oh my God, that'd be like 3 hours, Joe. Come on.
Yeah.
But
Well,
he must, and
yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
He's humble enough to come on the show.
Someone would send this to him.
Caesar, please,
Yeah,
you've
that's
touched us all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Every part of it's like Bob Marley. You
Mm-hmm.
could go anywhere. Who doesn't know Bob Marley
Mm-hmm. Right.
with reggae music? You talk reggae music, you know Bob Marley and the Wailers.
That's
You
right.
talk dogs, you know Cesar Millan.
Mm-hmm. You
He
do.
was that person on TV that gave us a glimpse
Yeah.
into training.
Yeah.
Before that,
look, yeah. And then even if you said this man is crazy, and you just
How
don't, a lot of people just don't understand. So
Joe, I have a question for you. Is
come on.
having too much information, because you say he's crazy, but sometimes when you don't know you're crazy, or when you're not overthinking it and you're just
Yeah.
doing it,
Most
then when
geniuses are classified as crazy
crazy.
because
I'm half
it's-
crazy. I'm half
because
crazy.
you don't because you don't the other person don't understand what you're doing. They don't understand your gift. They don't understand. Wow, why would he do that? He's walking all
Yes.
those dogs off leash. He's
Yes.
nuts. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah,
But what he can do, most people can't do.
can't do.
And that's there lies their inability to understand. And that's what I've also come back to this analogy, Joe.
Mhm.
For example, and for my own personal life, I'm hiring people for things that I am not good at, that somebody else can do better. If that's the landscaper, for example,
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I get somebody to do it. And I value that. If I see that person's work is good, I value him. I treat him right and I try to give him a lot of work, because these people are hard to find. People are good who are good at what they do, are passionate about what they do, and take pride in what they do.
That's
And
right.
that when you pay them,
Mhm.
it's something, it means something, it has value, it holds water. Listen, we're all working hard to make $1. Eh?
Mhm.
It ain't easy.
Right.
For me to come and buy a dog from you, let's have that old school fiber, moral, the fiber of having morality.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Listen, this litter of dogs, I don't see a puppy that fits your lifestyle.
Right.
Wait, have faith in me. If I've approached you, that already means I like something.
Right.
And I always like to be honest. I would like the breeder to be honest and tell me, listen, I don't see anything in this pack. This is what you're looking for. I've seen your life setup because you've told me how you're moving. A breeding may be coming together. Work with me. I appreciate that. A quick sale isn't the best sale.
That's right. There's come back and bite you.
I want to work with you
Mm-hmm.
for the long haul. I want to have, and if you don't buy a dog from me or if you don't use my services, I'm not for everybody, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My style isn't for everybody. I don't need to be hurt because of that.
Have you ever fired a client? Did you like, man, this relationship, there's something that's going on that I don't want to
I'm
continue?
I'm not that privileged to fire anybody.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I have to I have to be honest with myself about my abilities
Mm-hmm.
to not endanger the dog.
Yes.
The dog is the most important in this whole equation. We're talking about dogs and a life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't want to tarnish my reputation. Oh, here's Dylan and all his dogs are running away from him. It doesn't look good. Because you know how hard it takes to build a reputation
Oh yeah, man.
and to
Yes.
destroy it. And
Yeah.
once somebody's trying to shit on you, guess what? Everybody starts coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I never thought we had an issue.
Yeah.
All of a sudden
Yeah.
they say this, that, and the other. I said, man, why didn't you address? Again, it comes down to communication. So I like to communicate with some of my clients that things may have gone sideways a couple times. Again, everything can be fixed. I don't have issues with any dogs, but I would need time to work that dog in to the situation that I would need. And guess what that equates to on the other end? Money. They have to pay more
Oh
because
yeah.
they've got to bring the dog often.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. So, if anybody want to contact you, where do they do that at? What's the process?
I always advise people to take a look at my Instagram, my stories. I try to keep it unfiltered. And that's the other thing. I like to be transparent, Joe. I have nothing to hide.
Yes, sir.
And when you operate, I like to operate from there. This is what I do. And if it doesn't work for you, and this is what I do, and this is what I'm going to put out for you. There's nothing behind these walls that are plastered and you can't see. Everything is open, transparent. I'll post the stories for the dogs, and the owners love it. They
No,
love to see the dogs and what they're doing in all their glory. That I'm
you're
not
right.
sitting
Yeah.
and sucking my thumb.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm active.
Yeah, they probably rarely call you talking about, hey, how the dog's doing? They probably just plug into your
No,
Instagram. Oh, really?
they
Oh,
plug
really?
into my Instagram and they're like, Dylan, oh my God, he did this. He's so, they're appreciative. They're appreciative. And that's my fuel to
Mhm.
see how happy the clients are, that they're getting a value for their money,
Yes, sir.
that the dogs are content, the dogs are satisfied. Better dogs,
Uh-huh.
better
Right.
dog, a tired dog.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes some of the owners will say, but I want my dog to bark at the window at night, but he's too tired, he's sleeping. So I got to work him out less.
Right. Yeah. The dog is done when the dog is done.
This dog is done.
Once the parents
He's
come pick him
cooked.
up. Yeah.
Like Shaq says, barbecue chicken.
Right. Is there anything you require the owner to do, maybe like on a weekend, or you just say, look, I got it. You know, I had that dog energy burned off, taken care of, and you
If
just love your pet.
I find, Joe, it's not my place to
Mhm.
tell the owners what to do
Good
because
point.
it's their dog.
Yes, sir.
But they know what the dog will do when it's with me.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I would like the dog to be to continue that momentum where the dog gets up. And most of my owners love their dogs, and they do what I do. It's just that when they're working and they've got their kids, they're unable to, and that's where I come in.
I got you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I don't like to dictate. I'm very open, and like you are, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
We're open to suggestions. We're open to improving our program. That's how you get better.
That's right.
You don't sit back and say, I've got it all figured out.
No, well, you do. Yeah. That's I could never operate with a mindset like that. Like I'm Miyagi or somebody, and I just cannot learn anymore.
No.
I don't even
No.
want to be the dude. Well, do this, do that, do this. I want to be the one taking it in. And that goes back when you're talking about this show and everything. I'm the guy that wants you to think. I don't want to think for you. I don't want to change your mind.
Yes.
I want you to think for yourself.
But what we could be, Joe, is a bit of what could be for those people that are not as confident, that are a little awkward, or don't know how to handle dogs and have the dogs on tight leashes and feel that their dogs aren't able to. And then they see it with somebody else. And it does all these things flawlessly. There, don't put boundaries, or everything can be overcome and you can have a great relationship with your dog if you have confidence. And again, comes back to, I want to be a better handler than I want to do more for the dog. I want to do the things that the owners can't do for their dogs. Take that stress off them. I want to facilitate that. They are not comfortable navigating people, small places, and that they just walk the dog. I come and I run the dog because I built the relationships. People know me. I'm sure people don't agree with me. Not everybody can. They crucified Jesus.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm not for everybody.
Yeah.
But yes, I just want to be a light. I just want to be hope. I just want to advocate for the dogs. I'm living my best life. There's nothing more that I want in this life. I'm content. I'm happy. I've got dogs all the time. And my Instagram is Dog Days with Dylan Toronto. My website is dogdayswithdylan.ca. They can send me a DM.
Okay.
Just let's go on this ride, on this journey.
That's what's up. I want to get into one more thing before we get out of here.
Hit me, Joe.
You act like you want to get in trouble in the beginning of the show. We're talking about purebreds.
Oh,
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's get in trouble. You know when them clips drop.
Listen, you're gonna get me canceled, man. A lot of the pure breeds, again, greed, Joe, money. People have to peel all the layers and come back to the root, the love of dogs, the love of the breed. How are we going to improve the breed? Everybody's watering down their dogs. They've had 2-star dogs and they breed the shit out of them. And you think after 20 litters, the 21st litter is going to have the same genetic makeup? And I'm by no means an expert, Joe. This is just me thinking logically. You've got to bring new blood. You've got to create diversity. You've got to take time to research. That's why I haven't pulled the plug on my dog. And I would love for you to have some breeders to educate me on some. I love the Doberman breed. There's Pride of Russia. There's Levantchiki. A lot of breeders out there that I'm looking into, but I'm looking for the ones that are not having litters every 2 months, every 3 months with the same pair. I got bitten by that once.
Yeah. Well, technically,
you educate me. You tell me.
Well, technically, for them it'd be hard to do it. Twice a year.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be about the most they can do it. But some breeders. Oh, let me hit that. You want to stay away from a meal, right? And a meal is somebody
that goes without saying.
Yeah. So, but it's some breeders, there's professional breeders, they do crank them out. That's what they do. They are breeders, but they got sound temperament in mind. They have health testing in mind. And this
So
is
let me ask you something. Sorry, let me pause you for. So you're saying there are breeders that do churn them out a lot, and it's still safe to get a dog from them. The
yes,
dogs
yes,
are
because
competent and good.
it's breeders that have been working these lines
Yes.
for a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of time for years now they are responsible for a lot of the dogs that that's at the top of the charts, and then we get from them. Then we start working the process, trying to do better and better. So it kind of worked like that, especially when you got breeders who have been good, that's been in the game 30 years and like that. But you got different styles of breeders now. You might have a guy with a 6-dog setup that can turn them out for what you may need. You know what I mean? So it's different levels of breeders. So, but what you're talking about too, it sounded like you was talking about some real hard inbreeding, so much so where you had to start doing a outcross. It's some different styles of breeding. Some breeders don't breed like that. They might do this almost like a round breeding. It ain't really tight. A lot of breeders don't breed really tight to avoid genetic stuff. So it's
when you had Hans, Hans, who has the Alpine canine.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's terrific, isn't he?
Oh yeah. And then you got then you got his type. They breed serious working dogs. There's gonna be some line breeding, some serious.
And he had the chart and everything, but I lost it hard way. I couldn't comprehend everything, Joe.
Yeah.
It's just outside because I'm not a breeder and I don't know enough, but halfway through or quarter way through, and you know how meticulous he is and detailed he is, that I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
But just
those type of guys, they're like when you get up into like Armin, Winkler, and all them guys.
Yes.
Ain't regular. Them not regular.
They're
military canines. Yeah. Where you go? Okay.
By the way, it's been a lovely conversation, just as I thought. It was going to be free flowing. We've been all over the place. The one thing I said to myself, Dylan, keep it on topic.
Yeah.
Because I could go in every direction. Let's get back to Armin Winkler, the tip of the spear.
Yeah. You get into those type guys, the guys that's been breeding a long time, the Scandies and different things like that. They've seen a lot of dogs, so you almost is the only wise thing to do is to invest some of your time into these men that have that much time in, because they have seen the lines. They know what's in the lines. They just done it so much. So I'm glad to have them guys on the show because they're just like them walking. This your walking history.
That's your encyclopedia, Joe. And again, like I said, back in the day, you'd have had to pay thousands of dollars to pick their brains. Now I'm sitting in my home and I'm making notes, taking notes, and being and you know what? You are. Oh, sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
You're creating a lot of awareness and exposure for all of us. So I really am. I'm really humbled, and a lot of thanks to you for bringing me on the show. This is big because you've got the who's who. I'm a little shrimp. I'm a small guy in a big pond, just trying to do my thing, my 1-2 here, there, and here I am. And like I say, I'm not blowing smoke up your, you've had the who's who.
The
top guys.
But you know,
spitting knowledge.
Well, you know, the who's who come here because of what we do and what they know my agenda. You can tell what the agenda of the show is just by looking at it, just historically. So
no ulterior motives. No ulterior motives.
Right. It ain't about the who's who's about, who really know what they're talking about. But this is the thing too. This is a good starting place, but it's not a good ending place because like yourself, you have your hands on a dog. So it's gonna be stuff you can tell people offline or in front if y'all was in the presence of each other.
Yes.
Just like the men on this show, like you mentioned, Armin, He got websites that can take you deeper. He has articles that can take you deeper. A lot of guys have, even though they share, they can't give everything, and then they got to make a living, And so they have other resources you can get even deeper. And then ain't nothing better than being out with these people. So I see a lot of people at shows and different things. We got some working events about to pop off and stuff in Texas. So
it's marvelous.
Yeah.
It's marvelous, Joe, that you are providing the platform to connect us dog people. I mean, if I need a dog trainer, you've got that person. You got a dog breeder.
Yeah, you up there with Has. You tell him to give you the NWA discount.
Yo, Has is Oscar Mora was nice to me. I reached out to him just to thank him for. I've got some of his vests, and he gave me the password to his course, his training course. But to come back to it, Joe, I personally want to be in person in the class.
Right. And that's another thing you did. I was just talking about. They have other resources. Like if you guys need to start a puppy out in some basic obedience, Oscar Moore has the perfect course, the Corso coach. And now I think
that would be a dream. I would love to be there in the presence, in person, in the flesh.
Yeah, but if you can't, you know what I mean?
But
they got those.
That's the way I have to make that switch. I haven't yet made that switch in my head to go like remote and to do that. If I were to have my dog again, I want the trainer to have his hands on my dog and meet up. I still haven't made that separation to do it remotely.
Gotcha. Yes,
so for anything that I'm going to do, I'm going to suss out the best in whatever their field is. I'm willing to pay that money because you get what you pay for.
That's right.
And it's always an investment. I always look at everything as I don't want anything for cheap.
Yeah, spend something.
Tell me what it's worth to you. What's it worth to me? We both come to an agreement where you are happy and I'm happy, and let's work together and get some results. That's my philosophy. I don't want a discount. Yeah. I don't want to undersell you. You're worth it. I'm worth it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get what you pay for. Yeah. Just do me right. Just give me the value.
The value. That's what I want.
Give me the value. It's like going to a restaurant, paying top dollar, and the service is not good, and the food doesn't have any salt.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, come on, man. You couldn't even get the salt right. Forget the flavor.
Don't put no raisins in my potato salad.
Yo, don't put no fruit in my food. I'll have that for dessert. But yes.
Dog days with Dylan. I'm here with dog days with Dylan.
Yes, so this was fantastic, Joe. Thank you for having me on. A real pleasure. I knew we were going to cook it up. Right. You're easy breezy. Me too.
Yeah.
And we love. Next time I'll be on with the great legendary Cesar Millan. Cesar Millan,
Next time
walking in greatness.
Yeah, man, we ain't gonna have no money. We got to pay him.
I'll put something towards it. We're gonna start
a GoFundMe. I'm gonna start a United Negro College Fund.
I believe we can do it. We can get the people behind. And you know what? I truly believe. All joking aside, if you were to reach out to Cesar Millan,
maybe
I know he'll come on the show.
Yeah, maybe.
And y'all will spit some knowledge that we're all going to take away and walk away. I mean, the original legend, the original guy. I mean, there have always been people, but he was the first people we could all see.
That's right. Yeah.
It was like Jesus parting the sea.
Yeah. Caesar.
Yo.
Yeah.
Holy.
Now you're a cute dog.
Now we had a face.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, this has been a fun show, bro. I really appreciate you.
I love that you're open to having me. I'm not your typical guest. I hope I did good. And this shows your growth and shows it's a testimony to who you are, Joe. To have somebody left field, dog walker. But now people know you need a dog trainer, you need a good breeder, you need all those things to get you started. And then you need the dog exercised. You need the dog to have enrichment, to bring all those things together. You paid all that money for discipline. You paid all that money for obedience. You paid all the money for the genetic makeup of your dog, and your dog doesn't get out.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Well, brother, until the next time, I really appreciate you. You guys, if you're in Toronto, look him up if you need his services. If you're watching the show, follow him on Instagram. It's right there, Dog Days with Dylan. Follow me on NWA Cane Corsos everywhere. Dylan, my brother from another mother.
Joe, we're just spreading the love, eh?
Oh, yeah.
We're just spreading that love, man.
Yeah.
Peace, love, happiness.
All right, brother. I appreciate
A pleasure.
it. We out.
We are. Blessings.
Step into the realm of canine wisdom with our podcast, NWA Cane Corsos, where we interview dog men and women from around the globe. Discover their talents and insights on breeding, training, nutrition, and the rich history of dogs. Tune in to the most underrated yet influential dog podcast on social media. Your journey into the dog world starts here.